It is currently Monday, right? Yes. I'm like, what day is it? It's Monday. Tuesday tomorrow is our official move day. So I wanted to vlog a little bit more today before I need to like go offline for my sanity and just like get through the moving day. You guys, I don't know why today I'm like really, I wouldn't say procrastinating, but kind of like I just am like, I'm getting a little bit of like task list paralysis where you're like have so much to do that it makes you want to just like not do anything. So let me give you a rundown of what I've done this morning. I packed the rest of the hosting stuff from the kitchen, got that done. Also, last night was really good. We went to the new place and I set pretty much most of the kitchen up with everything we brought over, and it looks so beautiful, you guys. I'm like already so obsessed with the new place. I'm like, wait, I love this. The backsplash is so gorgeous, so I can't wait. And then like the next moving vlog, or at some point, you guys are gonna get the house tour of the new place. So I'll show you all of that. But this morning I got up, I packed all of my shoes. What else did I do? Packed the kitchen. Gabby came over and broke down all of our recycling in boxes so that way the entryway is clear. I had a call with Roadway to talk about what the move is going to be like tomorrow, and then I'm now starting on my beauty bathroom. So we got these really big black bins from Home Depot. You can literally get them delivered to your house, and they're so deep and huge, which is so nice. So I think I have like 4 or 5 of them. I already filled up 2 with shoes. That's out in the hallway. And so now I'm starting on the bathroom. And luckily, I have everything like pretty organized in these little bins. So I'm just taking the bins out and setting them right into the bigger bins. So that is nice that I organized that. I just need to kind of figure out what I want to do with all of my shower stuff that's still here, because obviously I don't want it to like spill in transit. So I got to kind of figure that out. The Roadway people said that they're bringing 20 wardrobe boxes, which means that they'll pack 20 boxes worth of stuff, which is like a good amount. So I'm telling myself like I don't need to kill myself getting every little knickknack packed. As long as I get majority of it done today, Roadway can help with that tomorrow. But then the thing is, like, if I don't pack it today and they have to pack it, then it can take a lot longer tomorrow when I just want to be like into our new place. I gotta kind of think that through and just figure out what's worth packing today for myself versus, you know, what's worth waiting for them to pack. So, okay, keep hand soap, all my sunscreens, my contacts, all my travel size products. Oh, this is nice. This is so nice. It's gonna be so easy to just pull all these bins out at the new place and put them away. I have a lot of extra like clear little containers that I emptied out when I cleaned all my products out. So I think to kind of help make sure this bucket doesn't get like too crazy heavy, I think I'm gonna put those in to finish this bin off. Now 4 p.m. I still look like this. We did a run to the new house with a bunch of stuff. We emptied the bins, brought the bins back, and so I'm gonna fill them up with some more of my clothes. And then the plan is when my mom and Gabby get here is to do 2 carloads full and then have a little paint party tonight at the new house, painting my office and the bedroom. So my mom and Gabby, I think, are going to be the ones that are going to paint, and then me and Sultan are going to try and put away all the stuff that we kind of just like dumped in the main room. so that way we make room for the movers tomorrow. We are rocking and rolling, but I definitely want to change my clothes. I think maybe I'll put this on so that I can just feel like it's a new day, because I'm still in my freaking pajamas from this morning and I feel so gross. I want to like slick my hair back, put on some sneakers. I did find a whole nother bin of my winter pajamas. If you watched my closet clean out, I tried to keep only 10 pairs of pajamas for spring and summer. Actually, was that on TikTok? I can't remember. No, I think it was on here. But I kept being like, wow, I really have like no pajamas. But it's because I had a whole bin hiding in my closet. So that's where they were at. Mommy, you're back. Are you so happy to be back? You happy to be home? Welcome to the club. I put myself together. I do feel definitely a lot better. Duh, that just makes sense. When you get ready, you feel better. But what I'm gonna do is pull a couple sets of clothes, like comfy. I think these little like Skims, it's like what I have on today, the fold over pant, long sleeve. I have 2 extra sets like that and this little stripe set. So I'm gonna start packing one of my suitcases with things that I want to just like live out of my suitcase for the next couple days, so that way when we get to the new house, I'm not super stressed about like finding every little thing that's packed away. I can just take my time unpacking and not feel stressed about it. So I'm gonna pull my Rimowa out now, put it on our bed, and just kind of start packing it up with the things that I'm gonna need, and then that way I can close it and everything else is free game to pack. Sultan went to U-Haul and picked up all of these wardrobe boxes, which are the best thing for moving, because you just hang the clothes up right into the box, and then when you move where you're going, you can just take them out. I feel like in college and stuff, I would always like take my clothes off the hanger, fold them, put them into like bins, and I feel like this is just way more efficient than doing that, and I think they're like easier to carry than those like wide bins. And yeah. So I think pretty much all my clothes are pretty much hung up or are like already accounted for. The only thing left are these coats in here. So I need to figure out, do we have any more wardrobe boxes, or are we out now?
We just have a real small one.
So do you think we need to get more?
Yeah, probably get like another big one, because I don't think I have enough left to fill that one. All I have is like my jeans. I was gonna fill it up with your stuff too.
Okay.
Let's see.
So just get, okay, perfect. This is Sultan's office. He's got all of his clothes hanging up, and he has a couple more left in his closet. So it's so weird that we're actually moving, like hasn't really set in yet. And when you move, you realize how much freaking unneeded ish you have, especially when you have a 4-bedroom. We've like definitely filled all the rooms. So in my suitcase for now, I added clean bedding, clean towels, clean pillowcases, so that way the first night we're there, I don't have to worry about washing whatever was like moved. I would definitely want to like have clean stuff to put onto the bed. And then I have 3 outfits. I'm going to add an activewear set. I'm bringing my little Uggs to have as my house shoes, just to wear around once we get there for unpacking. I'm sure I'll have a pair of sneakers I leave out. So I think the last thing I need to add is just some like body wash, face wash, my makeup bag, because I do need to put makeup on because I'm going to be working with Roadway for the move on Tuesday. So I need to make sure I look like a little bit presentable for content. And then I think that's everything. I'm like, what else do we need? Toilet paper. I'll probably put a couple of rolls of toilet paper in here, and maybe a roll of like cleaner with paper towels. And I think that should be good, just to get us through the first like 48 hours in the new place. I just made some lunch. This hamburger helper cheeseburger macaroni, and I added some cottage cheese to it, which probably sounds disgusting to some of you and really good to the other part of you. The other half of you, I mean. But I'm hoping it'll kind of keep me full through today. And then I meal prepped the little like TikTok cottage cheese, ground turkey, sweet potato, avocado bowl. So we'll make that for dinner tonight. I lit a candle in here. I'm trying to use all of our candles up before we move. And then I'm really looking forward to, I have a Target gift card I need to use. So I'm really excited that I'm like really looking forward to going to Target after we move and getting a new candle. Like, I don't know why. That just like really is bringing me like joy to think about that, and like lighting the candle in our new house. I love candles. I love creating ambiance in your space. I'm excited. But I'm going to take this with me. We're going to Gabby's house to help her with the Gucci Gang Gabify. Like I said earlier, I'm going to finish off my Alani Nu while I'm there. And I'm hoping I can like film the intro myself and then put the Digicam on a tripod for her and come back to my house so I can keep packing. But we'll see. I'm her assistant for today, so whatever she needs, I will be helping her. So let's walk over the last few days of being next door neighbors with my sister. So crazy. It's cold in here. It feels nice.
I know, because I'm going to have to turn off the AC.
So you're
I'm trying to get it really cold.
pumping it down.
I'm trying to, like, all the comments on my last video are like, you need to fix the mics. Like, they blow out every 2 seconds. So I'm trying to, like,
Why don't you just hook them on your
put them lower.
yeah, just don't put them right by your mouth.
But I'm like, where else would, I don't know where else.
Like put it like down here on your zip up.
But what about, like, on Jade? Like, what she does?
You can still clip it to her like the middle of her shirt. You can try it out. Back from Gabby's. We finished our Gucci Gang Gabify episode. It's now 2:09 and I think that I'm gonna start packing up the kitchen and then me and Selton are gonna go to, I'm wondering what time Sherwin-Williams is open to on Sunday. We want to paint 2 of the rooms in the new place, or I want to paint 2 of the rooms. My content room / office and our bedroom. I really am loving a like beige looking wall rather than just gray because it just feels like it's a rental, you know? And we did sign a 2-year lease where we're moving. So I'm thinking let's just paint before we move everything in on Tuesday. We have the keys already, like we can go over and paint. So I think that's the plan for tomorrow. Selton also has the internet people coming out tomorrow. That's like the part of moving that's just like such a freaking headache, is getting all of the like the trash stuff, the water, the power, like all of that stuff switched over. So last time I moved, Selton hadn't moved in with me yet because he was still living in Oklahoma. If you didn't know, we did long distance for about 2.5 years of our relationship. So it's so nice having a man around when you're moving because then they can like do all that stuff. So I told him that sounds like a boy job to me. So he's taking care of all the internet and that kind of stuff. I ordered these WEC jars, which I definitely should not be ordering anything when we're literally about to move. But I really wanted these because I'm trying to grow my jar collection. I think you can use them for so many things, but this one looks really good for like this size. It's gonna be perfect for big like smoothies, iced coffees. I actually really want an iced coffee right now. I already had an Alani Nu, but I'm still like I need a little bit more caffeine to get me through today. So I might wash one of these and make a coffee. Just a lot going on. Okay, let me start on the kitchen and just like see where we can go. I got these like plate and silverware, like these like holders that are made for plates and stuff. And then I ordered these clear tubs from like DoorDash. And I'm hoping we can fit everything in there, but I'm looking at the tubs and they're a lot smaller than I anticipated. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But okay, just wanted to check in before we get into the next phase of packing today, the kitchen. Okay, change of plans. Sherwin-Williams, but I feel like I'm saying that wrong. They close at 4 p.m. and it's like 2:40 now. So we're just gonna go and get the paints picked up and then come back and finish packing. But like I want to get as much physically packed as we can today. Y'all, look at that. That's recycling that needs to go out. I wish my mom was in town. We're also like finding out some people that like aren't able to come to the wedding, which also just like sucks. Like obviously you want everybody that you invite to come. So I feel like it's just like there's a lot in my brain right now that's like, I don't know, I just feel a little bit off, but we don't have time to feel that way. We need to just keep pushing. So we're gonna get some paint colors. I feel like it's gonna be fun to go and pick them out, kind of reset, and then come back to the house and freaking grind the day away.
Hi, honey.
Hey, mommy.
What you doing?
Me and Selton are going to Sherwin-Williams right now to get paint for the new place. What all do we need to get besides just like the paint color, or like is there a kind of like mix that you get to where you don't have to have a primer, or do we need to get a primer?
Usually it can, oh gosh, that's a good question. I like the eggshell. I know I always do the eggshell type, not satin or anything like that. So eggshell. But a matte but wipeable thing, and
A what?
sometimes it's got the primer in it.
Okay, I'm sure they'll be able to tell us at the place, right?
Yeah.
And kind of help
sure.
us, but we just want to make
Yeah.
sure we get the right finish. Okay, so an eggshell finish.
Yeah. Eggshell
And then
finish.
what type of, do they sell like paintbrushes and stuff there?
They do. I think, did you look underneath the furniture in the living room? Wasn't there all my paint stuff underneath there still? The black from the, like, look under there. I think there's some stuff under there already. Or you're not.
We're already on the way.
Yeah, I think.
I just didn't know if there was like a brush that's gonna, like, obviously you get the roller brush and then like, I
And
don't
the paint, you know, like to roll the.
to like pour the paint into. Well, we just have a lot of those, like we have those built-ins that are like etched into the wall. So there's like these really small, thin, I just don't want to get paint on the built-in wood. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's going to be hard to get off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get something to fill holes, putty holes? You know, like the
Yeah.
stuff that we can fill holes with while you're at the store. And then, do we still have the paint that they originally gave us?
We do, but I think that's going to be kind of like our goal right now is because we literally moved Tuesday, is to just get packed. I want to paint tomorrow morning before we move on Tuesday. So then we're going to have a whole, like, you know, we'll have 2 weeks at home between the time we need to turn in our keys and stuff. I want it to be painted before we move furniture in, so we can just move the furniture in and have the movers, like the IKEA, like it's just too much stuff to try to move ourselves again, you know? So I think it'll be me and Sultan can just paint it ourselves tomorrow. They're not very big rooms.
Okay, just take your time on the edging, or it'll look like shit. You'll hate it.
Okay. And then what, like, should we paint the trim? The trim is like, I guess I can FaceTime you tomorrow. Okay, I'm making the ground turkey, sweet potato, avocado bowl, cottage cheese, hot honey. I just did ground turkey, like lean ground turkey I added some green pepper this time just to add in some extra veggies and try and use up our produce that we have before we move. And instead of taco seasoning, I just did chili seasoning that we had in our cabinet. I'm really trying to just like clean out what we can. Sweet potatoes, I used a spicy ranch seasoning on them. They are so good. Plain avocado, sometimes I'll put salt and pepper over the avocado just depending on how I'm feeling. And then I love the hot to cold different textures. I'm doing cottage cheese. You could also do like ricotta cheese if you're not a cottage cheese person. You guys, I am so excited for this bowl. I'm so hungry. I'm on my period right now and I just feel like I'm freaking like ravenous. Like I can't get full. So let's do some hot honey over the top. The hot honey is what really brings it together. But I feel like you can kind of season your potatoes and your ground meat however you see fit because it just kind of like works. The creaminess of the avocado with the sweetness of the honey and the sweet potatoes, it's so good. So here is what the bowl looks like finished. Getting all the food groups in. I think I'm gonna make a little coffee. I'm gonna sit down, decompress for a second. We got the paint. We went with a new gray as the shade. And I feel like you should not walk into Sherwin-Williams and just pick a swatch from the wall because it does not look like the swatch, I swear. So I consulted with my mom and her best friend Christy, who's the interior designer, because I was going back and forth between accessible beige is what I thought I wanted accessible beige. That's what I thought the color should be based on my YouTube searches. But Christy was like, no, the inspo photos, I think it's a new gray is really what you're wanting. So I'm so happy I talked to her. So a new gray is the color. I think we're going to go paint tomorrow morning. Just so much to do, but we're going to get it all done. So I'm going to decompress for a second and then we're finally going to get started on the kitchen. Okay, we loaded up the car with our first load that we're taking to, well, it's not our first load. We actually took all of the bill merch over there, what, yesterday? 2 days ago? And we had the place deep cleaned by our cleaners that we normally use at our old place. But we packed some of the kitchen. I would say like 75% of the kitchen is packed. So we're gonna bring this load over and actually unpack it, which shouldn't take too long because I feel like it's just like glasses and stuff, so we'll just put it into cabinets. We can always organize it perfectly later. And then tomorrow we're thinking about getting our own U-Haul to do another load of things. I'm so afraid when you turn this bin's gonna fall over. Because the thing is, our new place has a lot less storage, so I don't wanna buy a bunch of plastic bins and fill them up just for us to have to store them. So I'm thinking we can kind of like do it in increments. Like tonight we'll empty them and then we can reuse the bins for a second time. So that way we're not buying like a bunch of cardboard boxes or a bunch of, yeah, I just think it'll be better that way, don't you think so? To kind of just like reuse them. And then when Gabby and my mom move in like 2 weeks, they can also use all the bins that we used to move so they don't have to buy cardboard boxes. It's just a lot. I'm kind of like, my energy for today is done, so we're gonna get there, we're gonna put some stuff away. The vlog camera's about to die, so I will just check in with you guys tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, the moving day, I don't know. Y'all know how moving goes, it's very stressful. So I will talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Okay, it's 8:30 p.m. I forgot the vlog camera at home. We just ordered Chick-fil-A. Gabby and my mom are finishing painting the bedroom upstairs. Positives, we love the paint color. Looks really good. Negatives, we're tired and we have a full moving day ahead of us tomorrow. But I feel like we're in a really good spot that once the furniture like gets in down here in the living room, we'll be able to kind of put everything away. And then the kitchen is pretty much like at least livable, like put together. So we can eat, cook, live for the next week, and then we'll have to worry about the upstairs. But as long as we have clean bedding to sleep with tomorrow night, then we'll be fine. So we're gonna head back once my mom and Gabby finish painting. But I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you for following along for a very chaotic moving vlog, part 1. I can't wait to show you guys how we decorate the new space, and we'll bring you along for all of it. So I'll see you next Sunday. Bye, girls.